Order, order.
Hello, and welcome back to Law and Disorder. We started this show with a same-sex marriage case, and today we'll talk about the verdict which came out on Monday. And I'm not sure how many people will decide to come out now after reading it. I was the guy in the first episode, I am the guy in the 16th episode, but I'm still not that guy. Honestly, I'm barely even a guy anymore. Hopefully just a concept to you guys. A 5-judge bench of the Supreme Court on Tuesday announced a verdict on the petition seeking the rights for members of the LGBTQ community to marry and choose family. The court declined to legalize same-sex marriage, placing it upon the parliament and state governments to decide if non-heterosexual unions can be legally recognized. The verdict weaves together 4 separate judgments running into 366 pages, documenting a degree of agreement and a degree of disagreement, as the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, noted. The disagreement centered on how far the law can go on matters of adoption rights and the right to form civil unions. The majority opinions were held by Justice Ravinder Bhatt, Hema Kohli and P.V. Narasimha, and the minority views by the Chief Justice and Justice S.K. Kaul. While Justice S.K. Kaul quoted John Bon Jovi's famous song, "It's My Life," the judges in the majority decided to give love a bad name. Shot to the heart! The 366-page judgment could have been 11 pages longer as a tribute to the now struck down Section 377 as a token of respect and symbolism, since none of the words in the judgment actually do anything substantial for the queer community and have left them living on a prayer. Okay, sorry. Justice Ravindra Bhatt said that certain observations by CJI Chandrachud in Section 377 judgment were unnecessary. When? Asked the CJI. When you were calling for social institutions to accommodate and facilitate the exercise of choice which were not necessary, Justice Bhatt opined. No, I mean, when did I ask you? Said Justice Chandrachud, while wishing him a very happy retirement. A Bombay High Court lawyer files complaint with Bar Council of India over advocate Sana Rais Khan's participation in Salman Khan's TV show Bigg Boss. According to the complaint, Rules 47 to 52 of the Bar Council of India rules, advocates are prohibited from engaging in any other employment to generate income. Well, obviously the complaint is bound to be rejected prima facie because all the people who become contestants in Bigg Boss are actually unemployed. In 2011, a court in the UK banned a man named Alan with a 48 IQ from having sex, determining that he did not have the mental capacity to understand the health risks associated with his actions. First of all, kudos to my man Alan for having a game with 48 IQ to even get laid. Half of the Indian men I know struggle with that. Too bad that my brother got hit by the artificial selection. Well, if the same logic was applied to this country, we would not have surpassed China as the most populous country in the world. Totally unrelated statements. Kerala High Court passes order to reunite senior couple separated by their son. The court intervened after an 80-year-old woman knocked the doors of the court with a plea to reunite with her dementia-afflicted 92-year-old husband, who she said had been unfairly separated from her by their own son. Bad news for young people as the movie Bagban finally has a legal citation. Women are not slaves of their mothers or mothers-in-law, observed the Kerala High Court. So they are slaves to the husbands and fathers-in-law only then? Asked a man with reasonable prudence. Adolescent girls should control their sexual urges and adolescent boys should respect young girls, said the Calcutta High Court. Here is an excerpt from this judgment. It is the duty/obligation of every female adolescent to, point number 4, control sexual urges, as in the eyes of the society, she is the loser when she gives in to enjoy sexual pleasure of hardly 2 minutes? That's outrageous! Bold of him to assume that any man lasts more than 30 seconds. But the whole judgment is really interesting and gives guidelines for adolescent boys as well to train his mind to respect a woman, her self-worth, her dignity, her privacy, and the right of autonomy of her own body. Thank you, Calcutta High Court. I will distribute the copies of this judgment to the adolescent teenagers that I know, and sexism and sexual harassment will be solved. Now let's go over to our on-ground correspondent, Captain Obvious, who does not need to be on any ground to tell us what he has to tell us now. The Kerala High Court recently said that wife not having cooking skills to prepare food for husband does not amount to cruelty. Thank you. Thank you, Captain Obvious. We'll need you again the next time somebody says something really obvious. With this, we come to an end of this episode of Law and Disorder. We have come a long way, and I want you to support the Leaflet and help us grow. I am a concept might not exist tomorrow, but the show must go on.